Cheryl, we were talking about telephone recovery support, and I just saw firsthand how powerful that is for the volunteers who are doing it, and obviously the recoveries who are receiving the calls. What I hadn't realised was what a way of tracking people's post-treatment sobriety it is for you. And I wonder if you could tell me a bit about that and how that happens.
So the telephone recovery support program at CCAR is just phenomenal. We've been doing it since 2005, and in 2007 we actually started tracking the data in such a way that we could tell how long people were enrolled, whether they were in recovery, using other recovery supports, be that a 12-step meeting, outpatient treatment. And we started tracking where their living arrangements were. Were they living in a halfway house, independent living, which would be they went back home, back to their wife, girlfriend, their old neighborhood, or they had moved into a recovery house. And so the basis of the program is that you stay enrolled for at least 12 weeks. Our data has shown that most people stay enrolled for an average length of stay of 15 weeks. Now currently, if you were enrolled in the program for 12 weeks, over the last year we had over 1,100 people enrolled. 82% of those people reported they had stayed clean after 12 weeks. Of the people who lived in a recovery living center, there were 412 people, 91% reported they were still clean after 12 weeks. So our basic premise was that if you lived in a supportive environment, your chances of recovery were much better. And now that we've been tracking the data for telephone recovery support in this new system, we're able to prove that living in a supportive recovery house environment, receiving telephone recovery support calls over 12 weeks has a success rate of 91%.
When I was talking to Curtis, I was really impressed by the database management system and how, I know that you're making 240 odd people you're calling this week alone, currently enrolled. But if one of those people, if you didn't manage to get through to those people, I just saw how that popped up on Curtis's desk, and you were able to then take action on that. I mean, can you tell us a bit about that? Because that really seemed impressive.
Sure. We have the ability in the database to be able to tell when the last time a person when a person was enrolled, when the last time they received a call was, and how long had lapsed between that time. So each of our volunteer coordinators can daily pull a report for themselves of who hasn't been called in the last week, because the program stipulates that we'll call at least once a week for 12 weeks. So in a couple of keystrokes, they can find out what people they haven't talked to or haven't been able to make contact with. And some of them are for legitimate reasons. They were on vacation, they were away, maybe they went back into treatment, but they wanted to be re-enrolled once they got out, so we hold the files open. So there's different reasons for why that could be, but the coordinators every day can pull that report and be able to tell who's actively needs a call today.
Well, what I was kind of just stunned by was the numbers in terms of over the time you've run the program. Are you able to just give us the headline figures on how many people that you actually have been through that TRS service and got that support?
Well, since we started recording this in 2007, we've had over 4,000 people enrolled in the service. So we started in 2005 with 22 people, and it's grown astronomically.